Just needed to get through one song and be done. Let Mama see I ain't never been and never would be a soloist. I could almost feel Juanita Handy's eyes staring in the back of my head. I could hear her sweet voice hitting those notes right and know she was wondering what I was doing in her spot. I wished I could tell her to go ask my mama. The blood was pounding in my ears, louder than the piano, but I came in. Would you be free from the burden of sin? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Too soft, too shaky, I could tell. I looked over at Miss Twyman and she pinched up her face. I closed my eyes tight.
Sing it, child,
Reverend Greer said beside me. I opened my eyes and looked out into the pews. Staring back at me was Simeon, grin stretched from one end of his face to the other. He saw me looking and nodded his head, telling me to go on ahead, give it some more. So I did. Now the front pew chimed in.
Yes, yes, Lord,
and
that's right,
mixed in with the song, and I looked over at Miss Twyman, watching her hands tell my mouth what to do. She smiled up at me. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. I looked over at Mama swaying, quiet, her head bowed low, one hand raised just above her head. The sweat dripped down my back now. In the pews together, when we sang this song from the hymnal, Mama would squeeze my hand, remembering. I closed my eyes again. Would you or evil a victory win? There's wonderful power in the blood. After the second verse, Miss Twyman was circling her hand, telling me and the choir to sing the chorus one more time, and this time, my voice got a little louder, a little deeper too. Let God move you, Miss Twyman reminded me after yesterday's rehearsal. And I think I did let God in, and he helped me move from side to side with the music making my voice stronger as I swayed. I hoped it was God, because Simeon and Mama weren't going to be enough to make me sing the song the way it sounded in my head. Just when I was finding my way, the song ended, and the Reverend stepped up again to the pulpit.
Amen, sister.
He nodded at me.
Amen.
I walked to the back row of the choir stand, not looking at Juanita, not hearing any of Reverend Greer's sermon. Not even Irvin said anything as I made my way over her legs and back to my seat. I just made my lips move along to the rest of the hymns we sang in service, hoping Mama would let me alone now, but knowing she never would.
You sang that song today, Sister Lamb,
Reverend Greer said after service as I stepped down from the choir stand. Thank you, Reverend Greer, I said. My mama stepped up beside me, smiling. Simeon stood beside her, grin still on his face.
This girl can sing, can't she, Reverend?
My mama said. Too bold, I thought. My mama is always too bold.
She sure can,
said Simeon, his head nodding. I hit his hand.
Why didn't I see you up there in the choir, Brother Simeon?
The Reverend said, his hand slapping down hard on Simeon's shoulder.
Well, God has blessed each one of us with our own special gifts.
Simeon smiled.
Sadly, singing is not mine.
Mama looked at Simeon, trying, I could tell, to keep smiling and not say what she wanted to say in the house of God and in front of Reverend Greer. Reverend nodded his head at Simeon, smiling back.
You are right there, son. Lord knows some folks sitting in that choir have talents that should be put to use elsewhere in the church. Can I get an amen, Brother Simeon?
Amen, Simeon laughed. Me and Mama stood watching them. No matter who Simeon talked to, it wasn't long before he said something to win them over. Everyone except Mama, who stood watching him and smiling for Reverend Greer, but not Simeon. When we left church and headed home, Mama turned to Simeon.
You can't let her shine for just one day?
What?
Don't you want me? You always got to take away her shine?